SIAC Gulf Coast crossover matchup. They played in those two ball games. West Alabama and Mississippi College won their first ball game against West Alabama and lost against Mississippi College to finish out that two-game set in that crossover. Starting lineup for the Golden Rams, they'll be led by the junior from Orlando, Florida, Shakur Poteet. Poteet, first team all-conference. His last ball game, Poteet finished with 14 points and 4 rebounds in that losing effort to Mississippi College. Shane Aldridge, the senior from Jacksonville, Florida, will start as well for Coach Gill. Last ball game for Aldridge, 10 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. Jabari Williams, a senior from Minnesota, will also start for the Golden Rams. Williams, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 28 minutes worth of work in the ball game against Mississippi College. Cameron Evans, the sophomore from Americus, Georgia, he also starts. 5 points, 4 rebounds for Evans in the last ball game. And rounding out the 5 for the Golden Rams, it's Blaze Wallace. Wallace, the sophomore from Tallahassee, Florida. Wallace in the last ball game, 14 points and 7 rebounds. Those losses for the Golden Rams are the first win over West Alabama. They won that 59-56. And against Mississippi College, fell in that ball game by just 2 points, 58-56. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, they lost to Union and to Christian Brothers as a part of that SIAC Gulf South crossover two-game set. Losing to Union 78-69, and then just 2 points falling to Christian Brothers 68-66. So that's the way the teams start as they get ready to go into SIAC play tonight. First SIAC contest for both teams as we get set to launch the long trek to the SIAC basketball championships. So we're here on the west campus of Albany State University. And if you've never been down here, this facility is definitely one of the better in the SIAC, if definitely not the best. Dual campuses for Albany State with that merger of Darden College a few years ago. And all these facilities for Darden College now belong to the Golden Rams of Albany State. Golden Rams come into tonight's ball game shooting in their last ball game against Mississippi College. They shot 41% from the floor, 50% from the free throw line. From behind the arc at three-pointers, they were 4 of 20. They out-rebounded the Choctaws at Mississippi College 29-28 and had 14 turnovers in that ball game as they fell to Mississippi College 58-56. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University, in their loss to the Bulldogs of Union University, there were 8 lead changes in that ball game and 3 ties in that contest. Golden Tigers just coming up a bit short in that ball game, but they shot 33% from the floor, 24 of 68 shooting. From the free throw line, they were 67% at 18 of 27, and 3 of 15 from behind the arc or three-point range. They too out-rebounded their opponents in the last ball game, 29-28. 16 turnovers in the ball game for the Golden Tigers. They got 34 points off of turnovers in that contest. So that's a good sign for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee that they did some good work there in terms of the defense with the 16 turnovers and converting those into points. So both teams set to see who will come away with their first conference win of the season. As we get set to launch SIAC basketball action. Officials for tonight's contest, Jackie Sanders, Mickey Cunningham, and L.V. Miller with the play call here from the West Campus Arena. Just about to begin basketball action. Tuskegee making it to the floor first. And the Golden Rams set to come out here as they break away from Coach Patrick Gale. Nice crowd here on hand on the West Campus. This facility off of the main campus, so they have to bus the students over here or shuttle them over here. And then after the game, they shuttle them back. So attendance on the main campus usually higher for the Golden Rams than when they are playing here in this facility, their second basketball facility on the campus. Jumping, it'll be Jabari Williams for the Golden Rams. And Kasami Draper set to jump it for the Golden Tigers. Taps up, and we are underway from Albany State. Tuskegee with the basketball first. Out front with it is the junior Rodney Walker. Now Goins gets a touch up top. Pennington slides all the way through left side. Pitches Seasbury. Seasbury jumper right corner. Good for Seasbury. So Seasbury, his first field goal attempt is good. And the Golden Tigers take a 2-0 lead. Out front is Shane Aldridge with the basketball. Guarded by Walker. Walker, tight defense, and we go back the other way. Foul's going to be called on Aldridge. So Aldridge picks up his first, and the basketball goes back over to Tuskegee, and they lead it 2-0. Walker across the timeline now, works it up top with the pass to Goins. Down low, Seasbury turns with a jumper there near the foul line, can't get that to fall. Golden Rams come back the other way now, looking for their first field goal. Out front, Petit. Now up top for three. That one rattles around, and it's off by Blaze. And Tuskegee back the other way. Seasbury up top to Walker. Rodney Walker, the junior, handles. Foul line extended. Easy jumper there. That one's off the mark, though, by Goins, and a whistle inside the paint. I believe that was going to be called on Williams. No, they called that on Aldridge, so Aldridge has picked up his second personal here early in this first half of play. So the senior from Jacksonville will have to go to the Golden Ram bench. He'll be replaced by Kendall Johnson, the junior. Down at the block, Draper, hard move on the inside, and Draper with his first field goal of the ball game for the Golden Tigers, and Tuskegee out to a 4-0 lead. Out front, Poteet trying to work it right side. Lost his dribble on the defense by Pennington. Down in the corner, bounce pass, and back the other way on the turnover. Tuskegee with it again. So Coach Benchy Taylor and the Golden Tigers know that they have to start quickly here inside the West Campus Arena at Albany State, and they have. They lead at 4-0. Pennington, half-court set now. He'll work at left baseline. Kicks back out to Draper. Now Pennington arching three there, barely caught the rim there. Poteet got the rebound for Albany State. He'll stutter step right side, trying to find some space, but Tuskegee in all black playing some aggressive defense early on here on the Albany State campus. Wallace, foul line extended, over to Petit. 10 to shoot now for the Golden Rams. Across the floor, jumper by Evans, rattled, Topper. Basketball back over to the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. .34 left of this first half of play. Had a basketball game here in the arena before this contest started. They rent this facility out to a local technical college, and their game ran a little long. That's why we're a little bit late getting started here. On the wee, Poteet, left side, lost the dribble. 10 to shoot now for the Golden Rams. Maxwell handles out front, cutting up top. This time it's Williams. Now to Poteet with three. He'll slide in the paint, had the shot partially blocked on the inside, and they'll get a shot clock violation instead. So the basketball back over to Tuskegee with a 4-0 lead. 17-13 remains in this first half. Glad you could join us for this collaborative effort between Albany State and Tuskegee to bring you this streaming coverage of the Golden Tigers versus the Golden Rams. Pennington had it tapped. Seasbury trying to run it down. That'll be a turnover. Back the other way now. Johnson to the rack, and he gets the first two of the ball game for the Golden Rams. 4-2 lead now for Tuskegee. Pennington slides, foul line extended, jumper, got it right back on a nice sweet jumper at the foul line. Pennington with its first two of the ball game. Tuskegee leads it 6-2. Wallace up top now for the Golden Rams. On the weave, Maxwell. He'll handle after a screen. Wallace free. Fires the three. Back of the iron. Long rebound tapped around. Comes back to the Golden Rams. Petit for three. He's off the mark. This time Tuskegee comes back with the basketball. It's Walker leading a break left side. Dumped it right on the inside, but into the wrong player. Williams and the Golden Rams. At the sideline, Pennington trying to jump in front of that pass. And Pennington's picked up his first. That's team foul number 1 on the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. And timeout here, 16 minutes left in this first half of play. Golden Tigers with a 6-2 lead over the Golden Rams of Albany State. Early here at the West Campus at Albany. Arena at Albany State University. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee lead at 6-2 with 16 minutes left in this first half of play. Glad you could join us on our dual networks from Albany State and the Golden Tigers Sports Network for our coverage of this SIAC contest. Rams on there into the floor. Wallace on the penetration left side after the timeout. That was directed by Coach Patrick Gale to get Wallace into the inside. And he gets the dividend of going to the line. They call that foul on Chip Culpepper for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Chip with his first personal, team foul number 2 on the Golden Tigers. And Blaze Wallace, a sophomore from Tallahassee, to the line to shoot. Wallace with his first point of the ball game. 80% from the free throw line early on the season. 3 of 5 for Wallace. Missed on the second. Seasbury collects that rebound for Tuskegee. They have a 6-3 lead as the junior Rodney Walker brings it across the timeline. Now Seasbury trapped out front. Tried to dump it in the corner and threw it away. And the basketball over to the Golden Rams. Good job there by Shakur Petit and Kendall Johnson to tie up Seasbury to take that basketball away. Austin Taylor now out on the floor for Coach Benji Taylor. Taylor, the redshirt junior from Honolulu, Hawaii, his first spot of duty in this ball game. Played in the last contest as Draper goes for a steal out flank as they were trying to get it out to Christian Gary, the freshman from Atlanta. Greg Maxwell back out on the floor. Maxwell replaces Malik Johnson, the freshman from College Park, who was out there momentarily. But Maxwell back out on the floor now for Coach Gale. He will inbound it in front of the scorer's table, far side of the floor. Petit over to Johnson. Now Petit on the move inside the paint. Bounce pass in the corner. 13 to shoot. Jumper there, knocked down by Cameron Evans. So Evans with the first three-pointer of the ball game, and that ties the basketball game at 6 each. Taylor out front now for Tuskegee. Over to Pennington. Pennington across the floor. On the floor for the Golden Tigers It's Trey Crawford, the grad student. He had a handle on it. Basketball out of bounds. It'll belong to the Golden Tigers. They call the foul on Gary for the Golden Rams of Tuskegee. That's his first. It's team foul number 3 on Albany State. Christopher Whitmore into the ball game. He'll inbound the basketball for Coach Taylor and Tuskegee. Entry pass to Draper. Draper one-on-one on Gary and a travel violation. Draper trying to take advantage of a quick step on the inside. Took too many steps on that one. Tied at 6 each. Albany State with it on their end of the floor now. Poteet handles. Guarded by Taylor. Hard move left side all the way under the rack. Pushes it back out front. Almost threw it away. Johnson for 3. Air ball there. Backside rebound. Whitmore saves it for Tuskegee. Good effort by him. Taylor handles as we go to 14:20 left first half. Draper surveys, pushes back out front. Now almost losing it is Crawford. He ran it down, but he was standing on the inbound line. So the turnover gives it back over to Albany State. Couple of substitutions out now for the Golden Rams. Dylan Cambridge, the redshirt sophomore, out on the floor for Coach Taylor. And out for Coach Gales is Isaiah Cameron, the freshman from Stone Mountain. Half-court set. Evans handles up top with the pass to Gary. Now Poteet for 3, knocked it down for Albany State. Poteet, his first field goal of the ball game. And that gives Albany State its first lead of the contest, 9-6. They call a foul on Cameron in the half-court set for the Golden Tigers. That's his first, team foul number 4 for the Golden Rams. Chip Culpepper to the line for Tuskegee. Culpepper 0 of 1 from the free throw line early in this season. Tuskegee played 2 Gulf Coast schools in that crossover. They played Union College, University, and Christian Brothers College. Lost both ball games. They had no scoring or stats reported from the first ball game. So the stats we're sharing with you tonight for Tuskegee are the stats that they had in that final ball game of that crossover. Culpepper at the line. He made the first free throw for Tuskegee. His first points of the ball game. And he leaves the second one on the front of the iron. 13:46 left first half. Pressure across the floor for Tuskegee. Half-court set now for the Golden Rams. Right side with the basketball. And a tie up there. Jump ball's called. And the basketball will keep it with the Golden Rams. Maxwell set to inbound it. Right side with the basketball. Isaiah Cameron. Culpepper guarding defensively. 13:28 and a whistle back the other way. Offside push there with that backhand by Cameron. That's his first. Foul called against the Golden Rams. That's their 5th. Backside play, nicely done there by Tuskegee. Goaltend call there. That will be an easy basket. Rodney Walker with his first point of the ball game. And that ties the ball game up again. Blaze Wallace back out on the floor. So Wallace to inbound it. Jackie Sanders in his usual form, trying to make sure that the players who are seated on the bench are not on the playing surface. Back the other way, Golden Rams, 13:07 left, first half, tied at 9. Wallace, top of the key. Defensive specialist Chip Culpepper guarding him. Wallace doubled inside the paint now. Shot clock at 10 as Petit handles out front. Cross dribble. And a foul called out front. They call the foul on Culpepper. And team foul number 4 for the Golden Tigers. Chip with the 2 early fouls, likely to be coming out of this ball game here. Pennington comes back out on the floor. Culpepper takes a seat. Also out for Coach Taylor is Tyshawn Boyce, the sophomore from Long Island, New York. Petit handles out front now. Maxwell on the move, left side, got a floater to the glass, nicely done there by the freshman from Gainesville, Florida. So he's got 5 in his first half. 11-9 lead for the Golden Rams. Pennington handles, half-court set for Tuskegee. Left side, Cambridge free, fires a 3, drains it for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. So Cambridge with his first points of the ball game. And Tuskegee reclaims the lead 12-11. Wallace down in the corner, Petit slipping down, Seasbury on the defense, but able to regain. 12 minutes left first half. Petit, Euro step inside the paint, can't convert. And we go back the other way. Cambridge fouled on the inside. They call that one on Jabari Williams. That's his first. That's team foul number 6 for the Golden Rams. 11:54 left first half. We'll take a timeout here. Tuskegee leading at 12-11 over the Golden Rams. Back live on the west campus of Albany State University, Golden Tigers of Tuskegee and the Golden Rams of Albany State, 12-11 lead for Tuskegee with 11:54 remaining in this first half. Glad you could join us for our dual coverage on from the west campus of Albany State University. Thank Athletics Director Christine Kelly for allowing us to come in and do this dual coverage. So the second year we've done this, third year we've actually done it, with us coming down to Albany State and covering the games with the stream on GTSN and on the stream here at Albany State. After the timeout, full court pressure by the Golden Rams. Seasbury fouled immediately as the entry pass comes to him. Foul was called on Aldridge, and Aldridge has picked up his third. He got right back out on the floor and picks up the immediate foul. 11:53 left first half. It'll be Seasbury at the line. So Seasbury to shoot here. Knocks down that first free throw. He's got 3 points in this first half of play for Tuskegee. 13-11 lead for the Golden Tigers. Tuskegee looking for its first win of the season. And the Golden Rams looking for its first conference win of the season. Conference play starting for both teams here tonight. 14-11. Seasbury got them both from the line. Wallace in the paint, runner to the glass, banked it home, and he drew a foul on the inside. They'll call that foul on Goins on the inside. So Wallace with a nice work inside the paint to get that lay-in and a foul. Wallace caps off the three-point play with the field goal. He's got 4 in the ball game, and we're tied at 14. Walker across the timeline for Tuskegee. Up top and whistles away from the basketball. We're going to get Wallace on the inside. That's his first. But that's team foul number 8, so that'll send Tyshawn Boyce to the line for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. 11:31 left in the first half. Tuskegee already into the bonus shooting. 8th team foul for the Golden Rams as we're tied at 14. So Boyce to shoot, a sophomore from Long Island, New York. Last ball game, 5 points and 3 rebounds. And Boyce converted on that first free throw, his first points of the ball game. And Tuskegee leads by a point. It's an SIAC reminder that the SIAC football championships this weekend from the campus of Miles College. It'll be the Golden Bears of Miles College and the Panthers of Clark Atlanta vying for the SIAC football title on Saturday. I certainly want to take this opportunity to extend our support and condolences to the family of the young man that was tragically killed over at homecoming at Tuskegee over this past weekend, as the entire Tuskegee community is trying to regroup from that and retain some level of just normalcy after that tragic and uncalled for event. Meanwhile, fouled on that play, it was Greg Maxwell. He's at the line shooting for the Golden Rams, and he missed on the first. And he'll have one more coming. 11:14 left. Both teams in the bonus now, as Maxwell goes 1 of 2 from the line. Tied at 15. Walker in the backcourt. Wrap around the pass over to Julian Watson, the junior. And Watson dribbles on the end timeline. And the violation gives the basketball back over to the Golden Rams of Albany State. Watson lost his place on the floor. They dribbled it right on the mid-stripe. Each team with 15 points. Under 11 minutes left now. Poteet, first team all-conference player, works it out front. Alley-oop pass down at the block. And then a foul call down at the base. And they'll call Seasbury for that foul, although all of the action was over his back underneath. So Seasbury picks up his first. That's team foul number 7 for Tuskegee. The senior Jabari Williams from Van Dyke Heights, Minnesota. The lefty missed on the front end of the 1-and-1, but the rebound comes clear to Evans. And up top, Blades. Now, for 3 is Cameron. And Evans is good again from behind the arc. His second three-pointer of his first half. He's got 8. And the Golden Rams take an 18-15 lead and a timeout on the floor. This one taken by Tuskegee with 10:41 remaining. Step out for the break here. Back live with our joint coverage on the Golden Tiger Sports Network and the network here at Albany State, their athletics website carrying this ball game as well. Joint effort between the two schools to be able to bring you this SIAC ball game from Albany State this afternoon. Glad you could join us. Charles Ward here with the story as the Golden Tigers and the Golden Rams, 18-15, Golden Rams with the lead. Half-court set, Tuskegee, nice bounce at the block. Draper avoids the defense. Wallace goes airborne, and Draper goes underneath, and he got the basket. So Draper with that point, he's got 4 in his first half. 18-17 lead for the Golden Rams. Half-court set. Wallace at the block, spins, leans back with the jumper. Oh, that's beautiful there by Wallace. He's got 6, and that's highlight reel action there for him. Wallace, the sophomore from Tallahassee, makes it to 20-17. Trying to answer. Whitmore with the jumper in the corner. Long rebound, chased down. Tuskegee with another look. Walker, the junior from Decatur, Illinois, backpedals now. 10 to shoot for Tuskegee, and a whistle out front. They call that foul on Jabari Williams. He picks up his second. And they're notching the fouls here. That's team foul number 9 on the Golden Rams. Christian Gary back out on the floor now for Coach Gales. Austin Taylor out on the floor now for head coach Benchy Taylor for Tuskegee. Rodney Walker at the line shooting, and Rodney got that first free throw. He's got 3 in this first half, and 1 more coming from the line. And Walker true on both free throws. Cuts the deficit now to just 1. Golden Rams 2019 lead with the basketball. 9:30 left first half. Double out front. Poteet slides it over to Wallace. Wallace back to Shakur. Shakur left side way out front. Now slides a pass behind the arc for 3. Evans can't get that one to fall. Chasing it down is Goins. Now it's loose on the floor. Taylor dives. Now he's had it 2-on-1. Taylor underneath, slide pass. Whitmore to the glass. Christian with a good look down there. Couldn't get it to fall though. Christopher, that is. And the basketball will belong to the Golden Rams. The junior Kendall Johnson out on the floor. And Hopkinson out on the floor as well for Albany State. So Tuskegee with a good look. That trip down the floor, the 2-on-1. Taylor with a wraparound pass over to Christopher Whitmore. And Christopher not able to finish on that left-hand lay-in. Out front, Poteet with the basketball. Works off of a screen right side. Slides all the way through to the paint. Has to push it back out front. It's tapped. Basketball over to Tuskegee. Poteet a little bit too far under the cylinder that time, and that worked to his disadvantage. Alex Nina, the sophomore from Columbia, out on the floor now for Coach Gales and Albany State. Walker, left side with the pass to Draper. Tuskegee trailing by a point, 20-19. Trying to dump it up front to Seasbury. Good aggressive defense there by Cameron Evans. It'll stay with Tuskegee, but you gotta like that hustle there by Evans, the sophomore. Pennington, far side of the floor. Up front to Goins, tapped by the Golden Rams. So Goins across the timeline. Goins slides a pass, Pennington. Up top, Walker. Got a good look for 3. Knocked it down for Tuskegee. So Walker now was 7 in this first half. Gives Tuskegee a 22-20 lead. And here comes Shakur Poteet. Up top, Menya. And a whistle. They're going to get some comments to Sammy Draper with that personal. And Draper picks up his first. So at the line for Albany State, Christian Gary, the freshman from Atlanta. Gary, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Missed on the front end of the 1-and-1 here. Tuskegee with the rebound. First conference ball game for both of these teams. Seasbury pops out left side. Now Walker in the corner. He'll slide at the paint. Lead behind Goings to the glass. Banked, but he missed. Rebound cleared out of there by Minya. And here come the Golden Rams now. Johnson back out front to Evans. Evans across the floor. Johnson for 3. Got it for the Golden Rams. So Johnson with 5 in his first half. That was a rainbow triple. It finally came down, and it came down parachuting inside the net. Golden Rams with a 23-22 lead. Walker trying to answer. Oh, he does. Rodney Walker knocks down a triple. He's got 2 3-pointers in this first half. Back-to-back 3-pointers for him. And Tuskegee back up top now, 25-23. Evans out front, works off of a screen. Across the floor, Petit squares for 3. That one looks off, it is off. They fight for the rebound. Walker comes clear for Tuskegee. Up the floor to Pennington, left side. DeAnthony now slides the paint. Foul on extended. Goins with a jumper, and he's on target. So Goins with his first points of the ball game. And Tuskegee now up by 4 with 6:40 left first half. Poteet cross dribble nicely right side to the glass. Tall shot partially blocked by Draper, but he had it taken away down low. Now they fight for it on the inside, and a whistle on the inside. Rodney Walker had it. He was tied up by Christian Gary. Take a look at this replay here. They called a foul on the inside. As you see that reversed attempt that was off. Look at the tie up there. As Walker trying to fight free for Tuskegee. But Alex Minya was also in there for the Golden Rams, and they're going to hit him with a foul. And it'll be shooting from the line for Tuskegee when we come back after this timeout. Back live on the west campus of Albany State University down in Albany, Georgia. SIAC action, opening action for the Golden Rams of Albany State and the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Tuskegee 0-2 on the season, looking for their first win of the campaign. Golden Rams 1-1 on the season, looking for their first win as well. Glad you could join us for our coverage on both networks here, the athletics website at Albany State University and GTSN. For the folks at Tuskegee University, collaborative effort between athletic departments. Christine Kelly here at Albany State and Reginald Ruffin at Tuskegee University, collaborating to make this the streaming event happen here at Albany. At the line, Walker. He was fouled. He got the first free throw, and he sets for the second now. Good first half of basketball by Walker. He's got 12 in this first half. Tuskegee with a 29-23 lead as Cameron Evans comes across the floor. The sophomore works it down in the corner to the junior Poteet. Now at the block to Wallace. Wallace guarded by Cambridge. Blaze turns, floating right-hand hook, shot that one hard. Seasbury clears for Tuskegee. Walker across the timeline. Up top to Boyce, back out on the floor. Boyce looks for a cutter, pushes in the corner to Pennington. Pennington guarded tightly there by Johnson. trying to create some space. Now stutter step by him. Leans back with a floating jumper, missed on the shot. Wallace at the base, clears for Albany State. We're at 5:40 left first half. Poteet jumped out front on a double. Down in the corner, head fake. Evans behind the arc, jumper, spinner down in the cylinder and popped out for him. Rebound, Cambridge and Tuskegee. Walker behind the back, lost it on the surface. Free up the floor is Poteet, 2-on-1 now. Poteet across the floor, Johnson to the rack, and he finishes for the Golden Rams. Very patient pass there by the first team all-conference player Poteet to get it over to Johnson for the lay-in. Johnson with 7 in the first half. 4-point lead for Tuskegee. Half-court set. Whistles at the block. Wallace likely going to be guilty of a foul down there, trying to chase down Tyshawn Boyce. That's his second. So that'll send Boyce back to the line. 1 of 2 from the free throw line so far in the ball game. Couple of substitutions for both teams set to come in after these free throws from Boyce. 29-25, Tuskegee leads. Christian Gary set to come back in for Coach Gales, and also Kimani Hopkinson set to report back. Austin Taylor out on the floor now for Tuskegee, as Boyce missed on that first free throw from the line. Walker takes a seat as Taylor's back out on the floor. Boyce good on the second. So he's got 2 in his first half. Sat out all last year for Tuskegee, the sophomore back in action this year. 5-point lead for Tuskegee, 4:50 left first half. Right side of Williams handles for the Golden Rams. Now Poteet on a weave and a whistle. Going against the Golden Rams. They call it on Hopkinson. That's his second. And Hopkinson just got back out on the floor for Coach Gales. Full court pressure now by the Rams. Taylor over to Pennington. Left side Seasbury. He'll work off of the screen by Boyce. Tried to dump it down low, but a foul somewhere. Seasbury somewhere between shooting and trying to dump it down low. They call Hopkinson again, so he's been on the floor for about 30 seconds now and picked up back-to-back fouls. So Seasbury to the line now. He's got 4 in the first half. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Seasbury misses on the first of 2. Blaze Wallace back out on the floor for the Golden Rams. And Alex Mina coming back out as well. So Seasbury with the second of 2. And he got that one to fall for Tuskegee. 5 points in the ball game for Seasbury in this first half of play. Evans, left side Mina, looking for Poteet on the cut. Now lost his dribble. Bounce pass, left side, nicely done. Missed on the shot though down at the block, did Maxwell. The first lay-in by Wallace is off the mark as well. So Tuskegee coming away with the basketball after 2 attempts by the Golden Rams underneath the rack. Under 4 remains first half. Pennington now, cross dribble right side. Slides up Boyce. Boyce, short jumper inside the paint. Nicely done. That's an assist to the Anthony Pennington. Nice work by him to get the defense airborne. And Boyce able to finish on the inside. Boyce with 4 in this first half. Tuskegee's largest lead of the ball game, 33-25. The junior Poteet out front, trapped there by that Tuskegee defense. Poteet trying to get a timeout, and he got it. That was done primarily because of that half-court pressure by the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. 33-25, Tuskegee leads, 3:29 remains. We'll take a break here. More coverage after the timeout. back live here on the West Campus at Albany State University. This court has already endured a lot of traffic up and down. These teams have been going at a pretty hectic pace here this first half of play. Right now, the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee lead at 33-25 over the Golden Rams of Albany State. First conference ball game for both teams. Tuskegee making it back out onto the floor first after the timeout. Good defensive work by them right before that timeout to force the Golden Rams to take a timeout. And Albany State will have it in a half-court set, only 9 to shoot now for Albany State. Jabari Williams, the senior, set to inbound it. Crowd still filing in here at the West Campus Arena. Pushes it into the backcourt to Petit. Shakur across the timeline, middle of the floor. Doesn't want to get it to one side or the other. He knows that trap is coming. Floater inside the paint, got it to the cylinder front of the iron. Pennington clears for Tuskegee, wants to go with a quick step here. Taylor in the corner, inside the paint, had it kicked by Wallace, trying to bounce it inside to Cambridge. Christian Gary, the freshman, back out on the floor for Coach Gales and the Golden Rams. Coach Gales in his 7th season at Albany State. Coach Taylor in his 6th at Tuskegee. Albany State, the site of the 2024 SIAC Volleyball, Women's Volleyball Championship next weekend from here, starting on Thursday of next week. Turnover by the Golden Tigers at their baseline, and the basketball back over to Albany State. 3 good days of volleyball action culminating with the championship on Saturday. So try to make your plans to come down and support women's volleyball in the SIAC. Jumper at the foul line. Nicely done there by Cameron Evans. Evans, he's got 10 in the first half now to cut the deficit to 33-27 with 2:43 left first half. Tuskegee, Boyce inside the paint. Whistles, and they'll get him travel violation. Yeah, just lost that basketball momentarily, and the turnover gives it back over to Albany State. Back-to-back turnovers by Tuskegee. Back out for Coach Taylor. Trey Crawford, the grad student from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, out on the floor. .237 remains first half. Albany State trailing, but with the basketball. Petit handles in the backcourt. Seasbury and Cambridge await him. He'll try to jump him at the side if they can. But Petit backing in there this time. Seasbury, and we got a push off there by Petit, trying to free himself from Seasbury and working with that offhand to push off. And Petit drew that foul. That was his first. Walker set to come in for Coach Taylor. Crawford out there as well. Back out for Coach Gales is Greg Maxwell. Full court pressure by Albany State now. Rodney Walker Jr. from Decatur, Illinois. He's a junior. Crawford, the grad student, up top Cambridge. Dillon on the move left side. Lead behind Walker for 3. Back of the iron there. Seasbury backside rebound though. Tuskegee with another look. We're at 2:05 left first half. Pennington out front for Tuskegee. 10 to shoot as Seasbury handles. Seasbury gonna fire a 3-pointer. Rattled it, but he missed. Wallace clears for Albany State. Up the floor now to Evans. Evans cross dribble in the paint. Got space, jumper. Front of the iron. Had a good look, had a crowd on his feet. It wouldn't fall. Pennington back the other way now for Tuskegee. Trying to get it down at the block if he can. Turns with a jumper. Missed on that one. Wallace to the floor. Got the rebound for the Golden Rams. Good work by him to collect that, falling down to the floor. On the move, right side. This is Evans, lost the dribble, pushes back out front, Petit. Pennington guarding Shakur. Shakur, left side, bounce at the block, nicely done there. Reverse lay-in, that shot's off the mark by Gary. Teams are executing, just not finishing on the shots. Seasbury across the floor to Walker. Pennington to Walker. Walker slides in, head fake. Seasbury for three. Can't get her to fall. Can't find the range from behind the arc. Less than a minute remains and a timeout taken by Coach Gales. Hectic pace last couple of minutes, but minimal points resulting. 33-27. Golden Tigers lead it over the Golden Rams of Albany State. Take a timeout here inside the West Campus Arena.
Join us in cheering on our Lady Golden Rams to the SIAC Volleyball Championship. Also, fans, you can get your ASU athletics gear at www.
Golden Tigers of Tuskegee over the Golden Rams of Albany State. Half-court set and got a foul called down. He'll call that one on Walker. Rodney's first foul for the Golden Tigers, and that will send Shakur Petit to the line to shoot. Petit, first team All-SIAC player, back-to-back accolades for him in regards to that. Just a prolific player for the Golden Rams of Albany State. Team that last year showed a lot of promise at the beginning of the year, kind of faltered there near the end. Finished at 9-19 overall as Petit hits the first free throw. He's got 4 in his first half, relatively quiet as concentration by that Golden Tigers defense in his first half has held him to the 4. And they were 7-14 in SIAC play last year. Petit can't get that one to fall. But a lot of promise with this Golden Rams team. With Petit back, Wallace back, leading their charge into this season. Goins, Draper. Draper back to Walker. 23 seconds left first half. Goins over to Pennington. They'd like to get a finish with a basket here to close the first half. Pennington in traffic, over to Goins though. He regains 7 to shoot. Culpepper in the corner. Walker on 9 seconds on a floater. Can't get it to fall. Good defensive work there by Albany State. They get rewarded with the basketball and a chance to close out this first half with a basket. 7.1 seconds remains in the first half. Coach Gale's trying to get some shooters out there on the floor now. Cameron Evans, the sophomore, he's had the hot hand for Albany State. Petit, now he'll hustle it across the timeline. 5 to shoot. That's who they want to take it, but they double him. Petit's long three-pointer is off the mark. So we've come to the end of the first half here at the West Campus at Albany State University. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee with a 33-28 lead over the Golden Rams of Albany State. We'll take a halftime timeout. We'll come back, get you started for second half play as the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee and the Golden Rams of Albany State vie for their first SIAC win of the season. More after this. And we're back live on the West Campus Arena at Albany State University at the intermission. It's the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee with a 33-28 lead over the Golden Rams of Albany State. For the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, from the floor, 10 of 22 in the first 20 minutes of play, a 46% shooting there from behind the arc, 3 of 8 at 38% from there, and 10 of 14 from the free throw line for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. For the Rams of Albany State, in that first half, they were 10 of 27 shooting from the floor, 4 of 12 from behind the arc, and 4 of 9 from the free throw line. Rebounding edge to the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, 19-16. Leading scorers in that first half, R.J. Walker with 12 for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee, and Cameron Evans with 10 for the Rams of Albany State as we get set to go into second half action. Glad you could join us for our coverage on dual locations tonight from the Golden Tiger Sports Network for Tuskegee and the Albany State Athletics streaming site for the Golden Rams. Goins right to the basket, banks it home to start the second half for Tuskegee. So Goins with his second field goal of the ball game. And Tuskegee with a 35-28 lead as we start the second half. Out front, Poteet with a jumper, found the range. That's a three-pointer for Poteet. So his second three-pointer of the ball game, and Poteet now with 7 in the ball game. Half-court set. Pennington down at the block, slides through, reverse layup, left side, missed on the shot. The takedown underneath by Goins, but no foul call down there. He and Williams tied up down at the baseline. Out front, jumper way out front this time by Poteet. That one's off the mark. Pennington pushes, right side, Seasbury. Walker, Seasbury to the rack. Nicely done. It won't stay down for him, though. And the rebound cleared out of there by the sophomore Cameron Evans for the Golden Rams. Wallace way downtown, knocks it down for Albany State. Wallace with 9 in the ball game after that triple. 1 point lead for Tuskegee after the bomb from Wallace. Draper, foul line extended, trying to go to work left side. Shot rejected out of block, but a foul call down low. They'll call it on Jabari Williams. Williams picks up his third. So that'll send Draper to the line. Draper finished that first half for Tuskegee with 4 points. Trying to see if they can't get him going in the second half. Tuskegee is. One point lead for Tuskegee. First conference ball game for both squads. And you can see that picture there. Fans still falling into this arena. Even here as we get set to start the second half of basketball action. Draper missed on the first of 2. Referenced it before that this is the West Campus at Albany State University. They have the main campus that they call the East Campus. But here, this is the better basketball facility. They have 2 arenas. And what they do is they bus the students in here for home games and then have to bus them back in after the contest is over. This one started a little bit late because they had another contest before this one as Draper missed them both from the line, but the rebound by Seasbury, and they get another look. Draper work inside the paint. He'll be going right back to the free throw line after he's fouled on the inside. They call that foul on Mina. And team foul number 2 on the Golden Rams here early in this second half of play. Charles Ward here with the game story as the Golden Tigers and the Golden Rams tie things up. Golden Tigers looking for their first win of the season. Draper on that free throw, missed on the front end of a 2-shotter there. Draper came into today's ball game 5 of 5 from the free throw line, but he's already missed 3 here in this contest. One more coming. Draper can't find the range on that one. Whistles down at the block. They're going to call that foul on Seasbury. So Seasbury's picked up his third. That's team foul number 1 for Tuskegee in the second half of play. This is Evans, the sophomore, with the basketball. Now gives it over to Gary. Poteet up top for 3. Got that to fall, but a whistle before that shot gotten off by Poteet. That'll be against Albany State, so nullify the basket. They call that on Barry, so he picks up his second personal. And the Golden Rams pick up their third team foul here with 17:59 left in this ball game. Walker across the timeline for Tuskegee, up top to Pennington. Now Seasbury left side, whistles on that play. Poteet went for the block and got the arm of Seasbury. So he picks up his second. And the fouls just keep piling up here for the Golden Rams. That'll send Seasbury back to the line to shoot. He's got 5 in the ball game. Seasbury converts on that first free throw. Injured for most of last season for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Came back late in the season, never really got back to full playing form. So the expectation from Coach Taylor in Tuskegee is that he's going to be a big part of their offense and defense this season for Tuskegee. He's got 7 in the game. Tuskegee leads at 37-34. Wallace up top now for the Golden Rams. Tries to slide it left side. Down in the paint, drew a double. Out front now on the move with the basketball is Maxwell. Pushes across the floor. Evans in the corner. Poteet for 3. Got a look and rattled it good for the Golden Rams. So Poteet now double digits. He's got 3 3-pointers and 1 field goal. Give him an even 10 in the ball game. Tied at 37. Half-court set. Cambridge handles for Tuskegee. Over to Pennington. They're trying to dump it in low to Draper. Draper has to run it down at front. Now down at the block, Cambridge. Cambridge down low. Missed. Followed up, and he got it for the Golden Tigers. It's kind of jackrabbit that one. As soon as he missed that first shot, he jumped right back into it, got the rebound, and got the lay-in. So Cambridge with 5 in the game. Tuskegee with a 39-37 lead. Wallace at the block now. He'll square on Cambridge, and Cambridge commits the foul. So that's Cambridge picks up his first. That's team foul number 2 in Tuskegee's second half. As Kendall Johnson comes back out on the floor now for Coach Gale and the Golden Rams. Shakur will inbound it for Albany State. Pushes back out front with a pass to Evans. Now Gary handles, and Poteet picks it up on a weave right side. He's trying to get more active in that offense with 16:23 left in the game. 3 3-pointers thus far. Behind the arc, Evans got some space. Now he'll fire the 3-pointer front of the iron just before the buzzer. Cambridge clears for Tuskegee. Up to Walker. Bounce past Pennington. Squares for 3. Floater creases the front iron. Johnson clears for Albany State. They got a 3-on-2 across the floor now. Gary head fake to the rack, and he got the layup. So Gary with his first points of the ball game, and that ties the contest at 39. Good transition basket there for the Golden Rams. Whistles. Gary commits the foul on Draper, who was working away from the basket. So Gary picks up his third. So Gary departs after picking up that third personal, and Mina back out on the floor now for Coach Gales. 15:45 remains. We're right back where we started, tied. This time 39 each. We'll take a break. More basketball just ahead. Back live here on the West Campus as you take a look at the Tuskegee huddle gathered around sixth-year head coach Benji Taylor. And right now the Golden Tigers and the Golden Rams tied at 39, and that's the Golden Ram bench gathered around seventh-year head coach Patrick Gale. Had a chance to talk to Coach Gale coming into tonight's ball game. Knew it was going to be a difficult challenge, that they had to play solid basketball to stay with this Tuskegee team, which he had a great amount of respect for this team in terms of them being a very quick team and a team that plays very aggressive, and we've seen that thus far for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. After the timeout, basketball will belong to Tuskegee in a half-court set. It'll be Walker to inbound it at the baseline. Looks inside, goes to Pennington with the jumper. Can't find the range. Basketball saved by Seasbury. Foul line extended with his jumper, and he got a shooter's roll on that one. That felt good for him and Tuskegee. He's got 9 points in the ball game now. Tuskegee with a 41-39 lead. Wallace out front for the Golden Rams. Works it over to Aldridge, the senior, out on the floor playing with the three personals. Wallace now wants to work right side, guarded by Cambridge. 6 to shoot. Johnson for 3. Front of the iron. Long rebound to Wallace. Wallace underneath to the rack, and he got a lay-in. Nice follow-up by him. Wallace with 12 in the ball game now. Half-court set for Tuskegee. Jumper by Pennington. He still has not found the range here in the West Campus Arena. All the way through Petit down at the block. Pushes out Johnson. He's free for 3. Nails it for the Golden Rams. Petit drew the defense underneath. Johnson finished from there with the three-pointer. He's got 10 in the ball game. And a missed opportunity there by Tuskegee on there into the floor. 44-41, Golden Rams lead it. Petit going to work on the offensive end of the floor. Drew a foul underneath. Seasbury's picked up his third. And that'll send Shakir Petit, the first team all-conference player, to the line to shoot for the Golden Rams. 83% free throw shooter. 5 of 6 early goings of this basketball season. And you take a look at his Nike spats as he's at the line to shoot. Hit that first free throw. He's got 11 in the ball game for Albany State, really going to him more in this second half, and he's starting to answer for them on the offensive end of the floor. Knocked them both down from the free throw line. So 14-13 remains. Albany State with a 46-41 lead. Walker in the backcourt for Tuskegee. Left side, Draper, who's playing away from the basket now for the Golden Tigers. Culpepper on the floor, works it at the block to Draper. Draper trying to square on the inside, working on Nina. Now hard to the rack, whistles. And a foul going to be called down low. He and Mina really going at it down at the block. And Mina picks up his third personal. That's team foul number 6 on the Golden Rams. Non-shooting foul there, so Tuskegee right of the cylinder when unbounded. Walker set to do that. In immediately to Draper. Draper continues on Mina. Works in the paint. Hook shot. Nicely done there by Draper. Got off on inside. He's got 6 in the ball game. And a foul called going back the other way.
Technical foul on number 21.
They called a technical foul on Draper after his work on the inside to get that lay-in. Boy, you almost hate that to happen to you. You get a point hard working on the inside, but you give it right back by sending the opposition to the free throw line. And that one rolls forward by Evans on the free throw. He's got 11 in the ball game. And knocked them both down from the line, so an even 12 for him. And the lead by the Golden Rams now is up to 48-43. There you see Coach Benchy Taylor talking to Jackie Sanders, the lead official for this basketball game. And Jackie Sanders, a no-nonsense official. He'll give it to you straight, whether you like it or not. And I'm sure Coach Taylor's not liking what Jackie's telling him there. Caught Draper down low with some excessive stuff after the lay-in. And now the lead to 5 for Albany State and the basketball after the technical. Aldridge across the timeline. He'll work it right side behind the back. Johnson from way out front there. Got it to fall on a forward roll. My, oh my, almost at midcourt on that. Johnson knocks down a 3. He's got 13 in the ball game, and that's a big three-pointer there to extend the Golden Ram lead to 51-43. Draper trying to go back to work on the other end of the floor. Doubled there on a give to Cambridge. They take it away. 3-on-2 now. Left side all the way to the rack. Floater's off, but the follow-up on the intended dunk by Gary is off the mark. And here comes Tuskegee. Walker back the other way. Missed on his floater. They tie it up on the inside. Culpepper, Cambridge, and Johnson. Jump ball, and the arrow will send it to the Golden Rams of Albany State. Boy, you talk about tenacity on both ends of the floor. You saw it there last couple of trips down the floor for both teams. Pennington trying to get back out on the floor now for the Golden Tigers. He'll replace Sesberry in their lineup. Boyce back out there as well. Momentum now. Crowd starting to rock here inside West Campus Arena as they want to urge the Golden Rams on. They lead it 51-43. Last couple of minutes. Good spurt by Albany State. Aldridge. He sat out most of the first half with the early fouls. Had 3. But now he's back out on the floor playing with 3. Slides behind the arc. Trying to shovel it on the inside, but goes to Wallace, top of the key instead. Wallace, hard move right side in traffic, threw it away. Pennington for Tuskegee, back the other way. Surveys, slide inside the paint. They let them alone, jumper from there, and he knocked it down for the Golden Tigers. So Pennington with only his second field goal of the ball game. He's got 4. Aldridge back out front for the Golden Rams, 51-45. Albany leads it. Aldridge, hard push left side, and he drew a foul. Rodney Walker Jr. trailing that play. And they'll get him for the foul. His second. And team foul number 4 for the Golden Tigers here in the second half of play. We're down to 12-13 remaining in the ball game. This is just a taste of what you're going to see in SIAC basketball this season. This is the first conference contest for both of these squads. Aldridge, scoreless in that first half. Again, with those 3 personals, set out most of it. And the lefty knocks down the first free throw here to get his first points of the ball game. Poteet back out on the floor now for Coach Gales. Aldridge with a second coming from the line. .13 remains. Spinners off the mark on the second one. Cambridge clears a rebound for Tuskegee. This is Rodney Walker, the junior, handling up front. Now over to Boyce. On a weave, Culpepper will pick it up and lost it away. Golden Rams back the other way. Petit lead behind, back on the inside. Shot rejected on the inside by Boyce, catching up with the play. Blocked another one by Wallace. Good job there by Tyshawn Boyce with back-to-back blocks for Tuskegee. They were beaten, but Boyce got back into the fray. Back on the other end, that's a block by Gary. Action so heavy as you take a look at this back the other way. Walker on the inside. That shot rejected out of bounds by Gary. Foul was called on Walker, or Wallace that is, for the Golden Rams. So a timeout on the floor. That's his third. And at the line, Tuskegee will be shooting when we come back. 11:40 remains. Golden Rams lead at 52-45. Remains here as the Golden Tigers and the Golden Rams engage in a good first conference matchup here on the Albany State campus. Golden Rams with a 52-45 lead. When we left after the timeout, Gary had blocked the shot inside by Walker, but a foul was called on the inside. I believe they got Blaze Wallace for that personal on the inside. So that'll be 3 on him, and that'll send Rodney Walker to the line to shoot for the Golden Tigers. He finished with 12 in the first half and spins that first free throw, and it pops out of there for him. So one more coming here. 11:40 remains. Walker's good on the second. 52-46, full court pressure by Tuskegee. Wallace over to Aldrich, across the floor to Petit, and half court set now. Petit working on Pennington, pushes down in the corner, free for a jumper. Back of the iron on that shot by Maxwell. But Wallace clears the backside rebound and a whistle on a tie-up. They'll call the foul on DeAnthony Pennington. And that's his second. Correction, that's Pennington's third. And team foul number 5 for the Golden Tigers. Seasbury back out on the floor now for Tuskegee. He'll replace Pennington, who just picked up his third. Coach Taylor certainly knows that a lot of basketballs left here in this contest with 11:22 remaining. So he pulls Pennington out. And we'll see exactly at what point he brings him back into the basketball game. Left of the cylinder for the Golden Rams to inbound it is Greg Maxwell, the freshman from Gainesville, Florida. Trying to get it into the hands of Poteet. Now they got to hurry. And looks like they had a foul call down low. They called that on Boyce, I believe. Oh, correction, they called it on Gaines. So Tuskegee with that foul gives Albany State another look at inbounding this pass. They got it in the corner to Petit now. Doubled there, but he's trying to slide out of that. Across the floor. And a 3-second violation they had there. So Petit trying to work it down in that corner. Just couldn't find anywhere to go with it. And the turnover gives it to Tuskegee. Seasbury will inbound the basketball for Tuskegee. 11:16 left. Baseball pass to Boyce. Back to Seasbury in the backcourt. Guarded by Maxwell. Now Walker handles. Right side, Goins. Goins stutter steps in the paint. Got the floater airborne and he knocked it down. So Goins with that basket, he's got 6 in the ball game. And back the other way now, contact as Aldrich was handling the basketball left side. Walker picks up his third, trying to cover Aldrich. Pennington back out on the floor. Just got a quick breather there after that last foul. He's got 3, but Coach Taylor puts him right back in there with 10:53. Pennington's a heavy player, team captain, so he knows how to play under control. Capable of playing with those 3 personals. But Aldridge, the senior from Jacksonville, at the line now, shooting for the Golden Rams. Aldridge, that one won't fall on the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound the boys. And Tuskegee back the other way. They trail by 4. Walker, right side, and whistles. Going back the other way. I think they're going to get Seasbury with a foul. Oh, no. Yeah, it will be. It's on the Goins. He picks up his 3rd. That one away from the basketball that time. So Goins picks up his 3rd personal. Sophomore Evans back out on the floor now for the Golden Rams, as Blaze Wallace will inbound it in the backcourt over to Poteet. Poteet with 12 in the ball game. Really start to amp things up. Start of the second half. Entry pass, Wallace at the block. Doubled there across the floor. Down in the corner with the basketball is Evans. Now he's on the move. Stutter step. Floater is off the mark. Boyce comes clear with it for Tuskegee. Outlet pass, Walker, right side. Walker on Aldridge to the rack. Left it short. Wallace clears for the Golden Rams. Here they come. Aldridge sidesteps left side to the rack. He missed on the shot. Rebound cleared at the block, though. They'll have another look. Gary got it. And Boyce trying to take it away. And I think it's going to be Tuskegee's basketball. Boy, the intense level on this floor is just incredible. Boyce with a good effort down low there by Tuskegee to take that basketball away or get it off of the leg of Gary. And Tuskegee will have the basketball with 10:02 left. Golden Rams with the 52-48 lead, trying to get their first win, conference win of the season, and their first win at home. Pennington left side to Seasbury. Seasbury slides right side for Tuskegee. Now down in the corner, Goins for 3, spins it, missed on the shot. Had a good look, couldn't get it to stay. Poteet works it back the other way for the Golden Rams. They got a double on him. Now he leaves it to Williams. Williams across the floor now to Evans. Evans at the block in traffic. And they throw it away. Officials had to kind of look at each other to see who had the call. And the basketball over to the Golden Tigers with 9:23 remaining. 52-48 lead for Albany State. Pennington half-court set for Tuskegee. Boyce with a screen. Pennington pushes way across the floor to Taylor. At the block, Boyce working, doubled there. Lost it momentarily. Now a tie-up for the basketball. And we go back the other way. Boyce couldn't corral that pass from Taylor from the outside. And as a result, I think he was standing on the inbound line, and the basketball over to the Golden Rams. As Gary comes back on the floor, he'll inbound it for Albany State. Aldridge working out front on Taylor. Left side with the pass to Williams. Jabari surveying, now on a weave. 15 on the shot clock. Across the floor, jumper free. Rattled it and missed. It was Evans, had a good look, couldn't finish. Boyce clears for Tuskegee. Over to Pennington. Quick step for Pennington, right side. Slides all the way through. Floater. Tried to bank it out front. Missed on the shot. And here comes Albany State. They lead it by 4. What a pace here. Poteet out front. 8:20 left. Cross dribble by him. Floater. Remmers off the mark. Goins clears for Tuskegee. Over to Taylor. Taylor quickly across the timeline. They'll set it left side to Boyce. Out front. He'll square with a jumper, front of the iron on the shot. A rebound cleared. That's Evans with the pick, and back the other way now for Albany State. We're under 8 minutes left. Last couple of minutes been without scoring. The sophomore handles behind the arc just in front of the Golden Ram bench. Over to Petit now. 11 to shoot for Albany State and whistles away from the basketball. Foul's going to be called. I believe that's going to go against Goins. Yeah, that'll be his fourth. And team foul number 9. And after this timeout on the floor, it'll be the Golden Rams at the line shooting. 52-48, Albany State leads. .733 remains here inside the West Campus Arena. We're live from Albany State. Golden Tigers of Tuskegee and the Golden Rams of Albany State. Conference play, 52-48, Albany State leads. Let's take a look at the crowd here inside the West Campus Arena. Filled up late, but boy, has it filled up. Great venue for college basketball here at Albany State. The Hyper Arena on the East Campus was nice, but with the addition of this facility after the takeover of Darden College, this facility ranks as one of the best in almost all of Division II. After the timeout, so we'll be shooting. Oh, a technical foul was called. Wow, this was after play had stopped. So Aldridge guilty of a personal foul. I don't know what was happening there as play stopped. After the timeout, must have said something as play was getting set to resume. So Seasbury at the line with some free points here for the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. Converts on that first free throw. He's got 10 in the ball game and routed and missed on the second. And I'll go back to the other end where the foul was called, and that'll be Shakur Petit to shoot for the Golden Rams. And he'll be shooting 2. 12 in the ball game for Petit. 7:33 remains in the ball game. Hope you're enjoying our coverage after a collaborative effort between the athletics departments at Albany State University and Tuskegee University. Bring you dual coverage on the Albany State Athletics website and, of course, from the Golden Tiger Sports Network for Tuskegee University. 7:33, I think they're going back to the benches again. And Coach Taylor talking to one of their, that's Jackie Sanders he's talking to. Pleading his case about something. These two go way back in the SIAC. It may look hostile there, but off the court, buddies. Jackie Sanders, definitely one of the best officials in all of Division II basketball. I actually had a chance to see him last year when we were here doing our dual coverage. Saw him at the Walmart after the ball game and started talking to him about some of the calls during the course of the contest. And he was like, you know, this is just oblivion. A lot of that I don't remember after we're done. You have to have thick skin and a short memory if you're an official. So play set to resume now. Coach Taylor obviously was talking about them trying to get Petit at the free throw line to shoot. Instead, it was Christian Gary that was fouled on the other end of the floor. So that's likely what that conversation was about. And Coach Gale's now standing near Jackie Sanders, and he got a good laugh out of that one. Coach Sanders probably saying, nice try, Coach. But Gary hits that first free throw from the line. He's got 3 in the ball game. There you see the shot there with Coach Gales and official Sanders. Got me that time, as Gary got them both from the line. 54-49, Golden Rams with the lead. We're at 7:25 left in the ball game. Walker out front for Tuskegee. Now Draper. Crawford's back out. He'll hoist the three-pointer from out front and left it at the front of the iron. Rebound cleared by Evans. Evans out front. Taylor with the defensive assignment. They trap him there. Across the floor, Williams. Now Johnson may have stuttered on a step there. No call. He'll fire the three-pointer. Got the space, missed on the shot. Walker goes airborne to get it for Tuskegee. Right side, Crawford again for 3. He can't find the range. Tapped around by Seasbury. It goes back the other way. So Crawford coming down as he missed on that shot. You see Seasbury trying to get it before he knocked it out of bounds. Not able to do it. Blaze Wallace and the Golden Rams back the other way. We're under 7 minutes remaining now. Pennington back out on the floor. Coming back after with those 3 fouls now with 6:50. Likely to see him go to duration. Shakur, the junior from Orlando, across the timeline for the Golden Rams. Gives it over to Gary. Gary now over to Evans. The sophomore surveys. The whistles as a screen out front. They'll call the foul on Christian Gary. The illegal screen by him. Gary picks up his 4th. And that's team number 8 for the Golden Rams. So back out, Jabari Williams, the senior, replaces Gary after he picks up his 4th. Rodney Walker, the junior, handles half-court set for Tuskegee. Now Draper back to Walker. Trying to work it left side. Now back to the right, shuttle pass at the block, Draper. One-on-one at the block, he and Williams. Draper, floating hook shot, missed on the shot. Rebound, Wallace. Tapped and stays with Albany State. We're at 6:07 remaining. 54-49 lead for the Golden Rams. Been a close one all the way. Petit works it right side. Way out front. Now slides at the block. Tried to get it over to Johnson and they threw it away. Back the other way comes Tuskegee now. Walker left side. Now he'll attack. Foul line extended. Pass at the block, Cambridge. Cambridge to the rack. Missed on the shot. It goes out of bounds and the basketball over to the Golden Rams. So 5:41 remains now. Albany State with the lead and the rock. Evans across the timeline. Right side, Wallace. Alley-oop at the block. Had it set perfectly for Williams. Just couldn't finish with the flush. Tuskegee back the other way after the miscue. Seasbury, left side floater is good by him. He's got 7 in the second half. Total of 12 in the ball game for Seasbury. Lead is 3 for the Golden Rams. They have it on their end of the floor. Wallace trying to answer. He'll work the baseline. Slides back to the inside. Nice pass at the block. Nice recognition there by Blaze Wallace. Nice finish by Jabari Williams. Williams with his first field goal of the ball game. That's an assist by Blaze Wallace. Good recognition. 56-51. Golden Rams lead. Tuskegee half-court set. Walker, bounce pass at the block. Draper doubled there, take it away. Petit had it, now it's back to Cambridge and Tuskegee. Walker behind the arc for 3. Bingo for the Golden Tigers. Walker just stepped back behind the arc and rocked it with the three-pointer. He's got 16 in the ball game. Golden Ram lead now down to just 2, 56-54. Evans out front, doubled there, pushes at the block. Wallace, left side. Wallace pushes across the floor. Johnson head fake. Now Poteet slides the defense, three-pointer. Oh yeah. Poteet brings them alive here inside the West Campus Arena. Knocked down a three to answer the three from the other end of the floor. He's got it up high after that triple. Knocked it down for the Golden Rams. They lead at 59-54. Under 4 remains. Take a break here. Back live in the West Campus Arena. I want to see some winning basketball. Take a look at this play down on the floor for the Golden Rams of Albany State. They push it around. Johnson in the corner. After a three-pointer on the other end, Poteet trying to answer, and boy did he ever. Walker hit a big bomb for the Golden Tigers prior to that play, but the junior, Poteet, up to the challenge, knocked that one down, and the Golden Rams lead at 59-54 with 3:53 remaining. Not over by a long shot here on the Albany State campus. Pennington set to inbound it for Tuskegee. But before he does that, Jackie Sanders conferring with head coach Benchy Taylor and Tuskegee. There before play resumes. Coaches know there's nothing you can do about Jackie. You just have to take it. He is definitely a rule enforcer. .353 remains. It'll be Pennington to inbound it for the Golden Tigers. Rodney Walker across the timeline, over to Draper, top of the key. Draper to Pennington. Pennington, hard move, left block, can't free himself. Now pushes back to Draper. Shot clock not a factor, still at 13. Draper now going one-on-one left side, all the way at the rack, leans in and got a foul. Draper is floating that rangy body of his at 6'9", down at the left block. And he caught a foul on Williams. Williams picks up his fourth. And Kasami at the line for Tuskegee to shoot. So he'll be shooting 2 here. Draper with 6 points in the ball game. Rattle that free throw and just cannot get it to fall here. Missed on that one. Nothing wrong with the form on it. Just won't stay down. Draper for the second of 2. Same result. Rebound to Wallace. Albany State back the other way now. Aldridge whistles out front. An offensive push-off, I think, to the illegal screen there. Yeah, that's trying to, that was Williams. That's his 5th. So Williams fouled out of the ball game. 2 points for him in the contest. Got into some early foul trouble. And he is at the Golden Ram bench now, done for tonight. 3:21 left in the ball game. It's a 59-54 lead for Albany State. Tuskegee with the basketball. Walker, right side, down in the corner. Goins on the move, got some space, jumper, back of the iron. Rebound tapped around, it'll come clear to Aldridge and Albany State. Petit handles out front. He'll work off of a screen left side by Gary. Now doubled out front. Basketball tapped around, loose on the floor, and whistles now. And a foul going to be called against the Golden Rams. I think it's going to go against Christian Gary. If it's Gary, that's his fifth. So Gary has fouled out, as has Jabari Williams. So now Coach Gale's going to go with Alex Mina. So Mina back out on the floor now with 2:47 remaining. And it is a 5-point lead for the Golden Rams. But at the line, Seasbury to shoot here for Tuskegee to see if they can't cut into the Golden Ram lead. Seasbury with the first, got it to fall. Good second half of basketball for him. He's got 8 in the second half, had 5 in the first half. So he's in double digits for the Golden Tigers. Missed on the second, and the rebound cleared out of there by Aldridge and the Golden Rams. Aldridge out front. Golden Rams going to be delivered each time they get down the floor to burn some clock. Wallace raises for 3. Back of the iron on that shot. Tapped around, and Seasbury clears for Tuskegee. 2:23 left. All the way inside the paint, Seasbury underneath the defense, and somehow got that underneath lay-in to fall. That's a great effort by Seasbury in the paint. He's got 15 in the ball game. And the lead is 2 for Albany State. Poteet doubled out front, got it to Mina. Under 2 minutes remaining now. Evans to Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. Aldridge realizes that. Inside floater to the rack. Mina at the block and got bailed out by a foul, I believe, right before the buzzer. Indeed, he did. Wow. Seasbury, that's his 4th. That was right at the buzzer. Mina, not able to convert, was trying to go back up, and Seasbury commits the foul. So Alex at the line to shoot for the Golden Rams. Try to give them a little bit of separation. They lead it 59-57. Mina's first trip to the free throw line for the Golden Rams this season. Line drive on the first, and he missed there. 1:46 remains. Not capacity crowd here inside the West Campus Arena, but almost, as Mina gets the second of 2. His first points of the ball game. 3-point lead for the Golden Rams. Tuskegee with it, their side of the floor. Walker, hard push right side. Pennington in the corner for 3. Rattled and he missed. Rebound chased down by Aldridge. And we go back the other way now with 1:27 remaining. Lead remains 3 for the Golden Rams. Aldridge going to run time off clock. 10 to shoot now for the Golden Rams. Wallace pops out, tries to set a screen instead. Aldridge all the way through with the left hand, missed on the shot. Seasbury clears for Tuskegee. He'll run the floor. In the corner, Walker for 3. Can't find the range. Draper got a rebound. We're under a minute remaining now. Fresh 20 for Tuskegee. Seasbury all the way through. At the block, leans back in. Can't get it to stay. Basketball over to the Golden Rams. The Golden Tigers had a couple of looks at it on their end of the floor. But the basketball will go over to Albany State. with 47 seconds left. Stoppage of play with 47 seconds left. Action has been hectic and fast-paced all game long. That trip down the floor, Tuskegee with 2 looks on the offensive end, but could not finish. And the Golden Rams will have the basketball with a 3-point lead, and you know they're going to try to run as much time off that clock as they can. The shot clock, that is, got full 30 there. First conference contest for both teams. Golden Rams 1-1 overall. Predicted to finish 7th in the East. And that's strictly by virtue of how they finished last year. That does not speak to the quality of this team. What they had last year, we referenced it earlier in the broadcast, that they started out on fire, but somehow just hit a track where they just could not continue to win the way that they did at the beginning of the season. A couple of injuries as a part of that. But this team certainly has all the potential in the world. As they started the 2024-25 basketball season, SIAC is underway. Up the floor, trying to lead Evans and led him too far and threw it out of bounds. Petit in the backcourt, trying to get it across the timeline and led Evans too far. So with 39 seconds remaining, Tuskegee takes a timeout. So Petit trying to push it up the floor. They were just trying to get it out of that full court pressure of Tuskegee. And that turnover will give the Golden Tigers a chance now with 39 seconds left. Certainly not the time of desperation three-pointer at all. Really take their time and try to get something on the inside if they can, get an easy lay-in and perhaps a foul that way. And then get your 3 points as you work it on the inside. And we'll see how Coach Taylor sizes this up in terms of his players coming back out on the floor. Sonny Draper certainly has worked hard on the inside. He can create the space, and he's gone to the line several times, but just has not come away with any meaningful results from that free throw line. Only have up to the halftime stats as it relates to what the teams have done from the free throw line at the break. Tuskegee was 10 of 14, Albany 4 of 9, but that number really has gone south for Tuskegee in the second half of play. They missed a lot of free throws in this game. If it stays this way, will likely hang in the balance on what they did or didn't do from the free throw line. Golden Rams make it out onto the floor first. It'll be Mina, Wallace, Evans, Aldrich, and Petit out on the floor for Albany State. Draper, Walker, Seasbury, Whitmore, and Pennington out on the floor for Coach Benchy Taylor. Got Whitmore out there as a three-point threat. Seasbury will come to the ball and have it in the backcourt. Clock is geared up here now. Albany State with a 60-57 lead. Walker fouled out front. Aldrich, he's picked up that foul. I believe that's going to be 5 on Aldrich. That is his 5th. So he joins Williams and Gary on the Golden Ram bench as he fouls out. 31.8 seconds remains. Rodney Walker to shoot the free throws for Tuskegee. And Walker will be shooting 2 here with 31 seconds left. Tuskegee trailing 60-57. Walker with the first free throw. Can't get it to fall. Cambridge back out on the floor now for Tuskegee. And Walker with one more coming. Cut the deficit to just a field goal as Greg Maxwell gets set to check in for Albany State. And Walker got the second of 2. So Walker with 17 in the ball game now for Tuskegee. Full court pressure by Tuskegee as Wallace inbounds and in the back court. Evans handles, back to Wallace. Across the stripe now to Johnson. Johnson attack there. Draper commits the foul with 24.5 seconds left. And Kendall Johnson, the junior from Denver, Colorado, will be at the line to shoot. Johnson with 13 in the ball game. Golden Rams by 2. Chance for him to make it a 2-possession here if he can hit both of the free throws. Johnson sinks the first. 14 for him in the ball game. And he got them both from the line. 62-58, 22 seconds and clock running. Walker slides all the way through, tried to dump it down low to Draper. Offensive foul. Laying in there, squaring up defensively for the Golden Rams. Greg Maxwell, the freshman, looks like a senior on that play. Held his ground, took the charge from Walker. You see him coming back on the other end of the floor. Good look at it there. And Maxwell with a good job of selling that as well. Definitely contact. Basketball over to the Golden Rams. 18 seconds left now. Wallace will inbound it. 62-58. Golden Rams trying to hang on here for the win at home. They got it to Poteet. They got to foul him immediately, and Cambridge set to do that. So first team all-conference player Shakur Poteet will be at the line shooting for Albany State. Chance to ice this football game, or this basketball game, for the Golden Rams. Several lead changes in this ball game. And Poteet knocks down the first. Not a lot now the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee can do with just 15 seconds left. Trailing at 63-58 now, and Shakur knocks down that one as well. So Pennington quickly back the other way. They're going to let him have a lot of range there, but he can't find anything. Now he turns with the jumper left side, and that won't fall, but Draper there for a tap-in backside. He's got 8 in the ball game, just 6 seconds remaining. Evans in the backcourt. Walker fouls immediately. 5.2 seconds left. And the sophomore will go to the line to shoot for Albany State. So Albany State defending the home court here at the West Campus Arena. Just a good basketball game. Just an example of what you're going to see all season long in the SIAC. This team that was predicted to finish 7th in the East certainly does not look like it in the type play they had here tonight. Evans good on that free throw. He'll finish with 13 right now in the ball game, with one more free throw coming to make it an even 14 for him. And he got them both from the line. 66-60. Pennington back the other way. Final shot of the ball game, and that did not fall as well. So the final score here, Golden Rams of Albany State win it 66-60 over the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee. First conference ball game of the season for both teams. First conference win for the Golden Rams of Albany State. They'll go to 2-1 overall and 1-0 in SIAC play. Meanwhile, the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee will leave with an 0-3 mark and still in search of their first win of the campaign. We'll take a quick time out. We'll come back. We'll do a quick wrap-up here from the West Campus Arena after this break.